Hi, I'm Mark, and in this lesson we're going to take a look at Robert Johnson's Come On In My Kitchen. So the way this lesson's going to work, I'm going to play through how I play the song, and then I'm going to take it apart and break it down and show you all the licks and things that I'm playing. So here's the song. So there you just heard me play a rendition of Come On In My Kitchen by Robert Johnson. And when I play it with kind of a lot of feel. I don't really think that much about exactly which notes I'm hitting and how I'm hitting them. Kind of just got the melody in my head and I'm playing around with that. So I'll break it down, I'll show you the notes that I'm kind of aiming for, the licks that I'm playing, but you'll notice that in the performance you'll have lots of occasional little hits of the bass string, percussive notes and things like that going on as well that I won't teach you as part of the licks. That's just how I felt it at the time, and every time I play it's slightly different. So if the licks end up being slightly different than what's in the performance, well, that's just because you play with feel and you've got to interpret it yourself. So the song starts with an intro, which is the first two licks followed by a turnaround. So I should say I'm in tune to open G. If you don't know how to tune to open G, there's a million videos on YouTube that'll teach you how to do it, so I'll just assume you know how to do that for now. So I'm going to refer to the strings as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's just an open G tuning. So we start where throughout the song I'm using my thumb on the 5th string, which is now tuned to a G, and we start by playing this. So what I'm doing is I'm using the slide just on the 1st string, and I'm sliding up to the 12th fret. I'm doing that twice, and then back to the 10, and then back to 12. And the whole time I'm just playing the thumb, and I'm not really thinking about how I'm doing that, it's just kind of hitting it on the beat. So the lick goes like this. And then I play this. So what I'm doing there is I'm using these two fingers on the 3rd and 4th string, and I'm playing. So that's open, slide up to the 3rd, and then open again. And that's kind of like a little rhythmic thing that I do in between the licks, kind of all the way through the song. So far we have this. And now we play this lick. So this lick starts the same as the previous lick, where we're going up to the 12th fret twice, and then back down to the 10. And then we're hitting 11 on the 2nd string, and sliding up and hitting 12 on the 3rd string. So we let all those strings kind of ring open. So we get this. On the intro, what he does is he does this little turnaround. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm on the 3rd string, which is now tuned to a D, and I'm starting on the 3rd fret, and I'm kind of playing, kind of flip-flopping between that string and the 1st string. So you go. Okay, and then we slide up to the 5th fret, 7th fret even. So just quickly, I'd like to mention that if you're enjoying this lesson, please check out my other lessons on YouTube. I've got electric guitar lessons, acoustic, slide, all those kind of things. And if you'd like to support me, please consider checking out my album. The album's called Wish I Was Home. The band's called Northbound. We're on iTunes and Google Play and all those kind of things. If you want to support us, please download the album or even just download a track or two. It's all acoustic blues, so similar style to this, a little bit more modern in places. I hope you enjoy it. Anyway, on with the lesson. Okay, so then the song starts proper. And what we actually do is just repeat those first two licks again. So we got this. And then we play our little rhythmic thing again. And now we come up to what's essentially really the third lick. And we get this. Okay, so that's the way I play the song. It's not the way that Robert Johnson played it. To actually outline that chord there on the 4th string is a more modern way of playing it. I think the way he played it was something like... Okay, so two different interpretations. The way I play it is kind of just based off how I've heard the Robert Johnson version, the Eric Clapton version, the Keb Mo version, a million different versions over the years. And so when I play, I've kind of got an amalgamation of all of those in my head. Which is why I then play outlining the chord. But that's not the way Robert Johnson played it. So I'll show you both ways. So the way I do it is this. We slide up to the 12th twice. And then hit some open strings, and then we slide up to the 5th fret, which is the 4 chord. So it goes like this. But the way I think Robert Johnson plays it is like this. We slide up to the 12th twice, and then we're hitting 11 on the 2nd string, then sliding up to 12, hitting 12 back on the top, the 1st string, so we get this, and then hitting 12 on the 3rd string, so we get this. So that's the way I think he does it. I prefer to go down and outline the chord, but you pick whichever way you want. So here's those two licks again. Here's my way, and here's the Robert Johnson way. So the next lick, which is exactly the same as the second one, goes like this. So again, twice up to the 12th fret, back down to 10. Although I'm not hitting it, I'm just kind of letting it ring. Then 11th fret of the 2nd string, sliding up, hitting 12th fret of the 3rd string. Okay. And then I think we do the little rhythmic thing again. And then we're into the You Better Come On In My Kitchen line. And for this, having to change the way the strings I'm plucking, and I'm moving my thumb down to the 4th string, and I play it like this. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'll try and talk you through it, is 12th fret of the 4th string with my thumb, which is the D string. Then 10 on the 3rd string, which is the G. So we get this. Back to 12 on the D string. So we get this. And then 11 on the 2nd string, sliding up to 12 on the G string. Okay, you getting that? So then for the next part, we're playing 11 on the 2nd string twice, and then I'm hitting the 7th fret with the 5 chord. And then the next part is the bit that goes, because it's going to be cold outside, or it's going to be raining outside, I forget the lyrics, and that goes... And what we're doing here is we're using the G string, our 3rd string, and we're hitting open and sliding off on the 3rd string. And we're just doing that so it lines up with the melody, so it goes like this. So the first part is just using that G string and open. and then we're hitting the open G string on the 5th string, and then we end by sliding up onto the 5th string of the 5th fret on the top string. So nice and slow we get this. Okay, one more time, really slow. Okay, and then next we get the kind of the outro lick, or rather the turnaround lick before we start again, and that goes like this. Okay, so for this I'm actually just using my index finger and using it kind of like a pick. And we start by coming up to the 5th fret on the D string, the 4th string, and then we're playing 3rd fret and then open. So far we have this, and then we're hitting the open G string on the 5th string. So far we have this. Next, on that 5th string, the G string, we're sliding on the 3rd fret, and then we're hitting open D and open G, the 4th string and 5th string. So we go, this is that next bit. So put the two parts together, we get this. Okay, now I think Robert Johnson then uses his open D string somewhere in that lick. I don't use it. To me, that just doesn't, it doesn't sit with how I've heard it, because as I say, I'm probably more used to other versions. So the way I'm playing it then is I go like this, and then I go open 5th string, which is a G, up to the 3rd and off, up to the 3rd fret and then off, and then as I'm coming off, I'm hitting the 5th fret on the top string, the top D string, the 1st string. Okay, so nice and slow, the whole thing, we get this. And when I'm hitting that last note there, which is on the 5th fret of the 1st string, I'm also hitting the open G string on the 5th string. So that last lick, nice and slow. And that's the whole lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I've done it justice. It's a tricky one for me to teach because I do it so much by feel. I don't actually think about the exact notes and the frets that I'm hitting. I'll try and include some tab, and I hope it's useful for you. Please check out my other videos. Please subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, all those kind of things. And I'll see you again.
Dishonest one.